Hey everybody, welcome back to The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I believe we're ready to continue on.
The Council is in complete disarray at the news of Manimako's presence in Cyrodiil. The King of Worms has obviously targeted the Guild, but we have no idea why. No demands have been made.
Didn't you guys
All of
beat
my
him last
attention
time?
is devoted to the Council. We must discern the reason for this sudden attack and stop Manimako before he destroys us all. I am unable to look into something that has been brought to my attention. Are you capable of going on my behalf?
What are you so happy about?
Good. Please go to Bruma. I have not heard from Jean Frasoric for a few days now, which is unusual for her. While I welcome the break from correspondence with her, I worry that something may be amiss given recent developments. Find out if Jean is all right, and let me know if she needs anything. Make sure she's all right. The Elder Council and the bureaucracy have managed the Empire's affairs for decades. Come see me when you've spoken to Jean.
I'm trying not to say it. Trying real hard not to say it. A plot revealed. Not good news, given that title. Bet everybody's dead. I have arrived at the Bruma Mages Guild. It appears to have been attacked. I should look for survivors. Shikes. Have at you! Oh, cripes! How many more are there? Oh no! Oh no!
Look out!
Who keeps saying look out? Yeah, piffle. Piffle, piffle. Oh crap. Need to pay more attention to my health. Wow, I need lockpicks. I need lockpicks and I need them bad. You prick! Why aren't you dead? Hello?
Come out! Come out wherever you are!
We're currently shh.
What have we here? A visitor. I'm afraid you've missed the party. You won't be leaving, though. I'll see to that.
Are they gone? I was too afraid. He killed them all.
Oh no.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I think the only reason I'm alive is because He killed them, one by one. The King of Worms stood over him, right before he died. He said something about Echo Cave and destroying them. You've got to do something.
Well, shnikes.
Half of the... There's not much to do here in the Bruma Guild. If you can get to the Arcane... He might come back if he knows... I'll go to the Imperial...
I wouldn't bet on
It's
that.
not safe here. Leave before he comes back.
What does this bitch got? Wait for me, Scoob! I looked some stuff up and discovered what I need to do to Deskar. To
Any word from Jean in Bruma?
didn't you?
He was the only one left? This is worse than I thought. From what he's told you, Manimarco, the King of Worms, is here in Cyrodiil and preying on our guild. This is something I'd never have dreamed. We'll need a few days to digest this new information.
My mouse is just twitching.
Should Jaskar arrive here, we'll see to it that he's well taken care of.
He is. He's downstairs.
Be seeing you.
You aight, mate?
A pleasure. Be seeing you.
Yeah, I looked some stuff up and I figured out how to make myself ugly enough to where was it? Yeah, to speak to Malakath. I didn't understand what that meant. You need to lower your personality down to 20. As well. I don't have the means to lower my personality just yet. It's not a thing I'm good at. I believe she holds court between 8 a.m. and something. Howdy.
It's a pleasure. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
Indeed it did.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Cavane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing.
Which would be?
A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the draconian Madstone.
I don't have that.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Pale Pass, you say?
Are you familiar with the history?
No.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied.
But they lost anyway.
But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivec. They didn't count on Lord Vivec forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
Dumbasses.
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains.
Pale
Rumors
Pass, I
placed it
swear.
in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up.
But
The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone.
where is it?
If you retrieve the I had a feeling you'd accept. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary.
Well, okay then.
May the path ahead be free of danger.
I would doubt that. This does not help me at all. Day 3. It is with heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I have seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grey Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I am rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Raymond Cyrodiil's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale's Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit I am nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry these orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. While it is not my own life I am worried about, it is the importance of the contents of the order that grieves me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will not know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attacks on the front lines as their supplies dwindle. They are counting on those supplies to be there soon. I must not fail getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weighs me down. It is a constant reminder of the more than physical burden that I carry. Day 7. It's been 2 days, and I have finally arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. The huge rock formation is a welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appears to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Remus's forces like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on the trail. I hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me some news as to how our men are faring in the war. Day 8. After winding my day westward, I have come within sight of the Sentinel, a huge statue placed here by some unknown artist many years ago. It stands watch pointing north as if daring anyone to cross the borders into the Imperial nation. Remus would be quite angry if he knew we used this very statue as a waypoint in his domain. Last night I encountered one of our messengers who had been beset by a pack of mountain wolves. His leg was hurt badly, but I managed to help heal it with an ample of medicine I carried with me. He said his name was that, and he was on his way from Pale Pass to request more supplies. I discussed with him the irony of our meeting and decided to travel with me back to the fort since his mission would be needless. We plan to leave at nightfall. Day 9. I am using much of my remaining strength to write this. As we made our way north from the Sentinel, we were attacked by perhaps the same pack of wolves that had attacked that. He had chased them off earlier after being bitten, but now that they had tasted blood, they returned in greater number. Fighting back, that and I slew at least 8 of the beasts, but not before one of them clawed my gut and left a terrible wound. We were able to drive them off, but now I am bleeding, and the only medicine I had I gave to that. We have decided to continue north until we reach the portal to the Serpent's Trail and seek cover inside. I will try to write more soon, but I am asleep. I am so very tired. Day 11. This is the last entry I shall be able to write. We entered the Serpent's Trail nearly a day ago, seeking shelter from the elements and the wolves. What we did not foresee was the creatures that had decided to make the Serpent's Trail their home. I did not see them clearly, but they were huge and strong. That died nearly instantly. One of them cleaved off his head with a single strike. There were 3 of these huge, ugly man creatures. I ran as fast as I dared through the dark tunnels trying to escape, but as I fled, one of them hurled a boulder at me and struck me square in the back. I managed to crawl through a smaller opening and escape the lumbering monsters, but I soon realized that crawling is all that I would be able to do. I think the boulder shattered my spine. I can no longer feel my legs. My wound from the wolf attack is reopened, and I have lost much blood. I fear that this is as far as I shall be able to go. I have failed my mission. I have been unable to get these orders to the fort at Pale Pass. I am so close, yet I may as well be leagues away, since I can no longer walk, and my strength is draining. If a fellow messenger or soldier picks up this diary, please get the orders to the front before it's too late. And please tell my wife, Vata, that will always love her. I see. None of that was helpful. Gray Ridge. Useless.
6. Is there a problem? Olav's tapping. You too.
Right, plan B. Roots, 2 cents the coin. Blade of... Whoa. No, that's not what I was looking for. You be quiet. Shit.
We got plenty of rooms if you want one.
Who?
Rufio. He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of... His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the private quarter. Have you ever met anyone who got rich? Farewell, and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business, as always.
Do I have any good... that might work. The man named Rufio is dead. The next time I sleep in a location he deems secure, Lucian a chance will visit me once more and complete my entrance into the Dark Brotherhood. Yoink. Silence phone. I wonder, that other inn, will that suffice? Well, either way, I'm gonna call it a video here, then I'm gonna go into that Oblivion gate and close it. So, I'm the Blues32. This is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.